Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I sanctified you. I ordained you a prophet to the nations. He knew everything. He knew who was going to come into your life. He knew whose heart you were going to touch. He knew everything you were going to do. He set you apart. He made you special. He knew who was going to accept him and who was going to reject him. Our names were written in the Lamb's Book of Life before we were even conceived. If you're wondering if he knows you now, you don't need to wonder that. He's been with you every step of the way. So before you were born, he made you a prophet of the nations. He gave the approval that you were fit. God will never reject an open heart, but we do have free will. And he knows who's going to choose him and who's going to live in sin. So God was speaking directly to Jeremiah. Jeremiah was a youth and he was afraid of what God wanted him to do. And God told him, "Do not be afraid of their faces, for I am with you to deliver you." Then the Lord put forth his hand and touched my mouth, and the Lord said to me, "Behold, I have put my words in your mouth." At that very moment, Jeremiah received the Spirit. From then forth, the Lord was with Jeremiah. Everywhere he went, God told him what he needed to do, and he was with him. The point of this book, it was intended to be used as a message to the Jews. It was explaining God's response to Israel's pagan worship. The new covenant between Israel and God was that God would protect the people in return for them to worship God exclusively. Jeremiah warned them, and he told them this covenant can be broken if you do not turn away and worship God.